This is a good segue into this question that I was going to ask you.
You got me going.
Since we'll just do a quick this question, I guess we just have a little while. But yeah, I agree with you. So this is a question that I was thinking about from an earlier question. Would you rather be a star athlete on a losing team or an average player on a winning team, a championship team? Would you want to be Michael Jordan on the Milwaukee Bucks at that time? So, someone like that. You know, I mean, I guess you could put Michael Jordan there because he could probably elevate almost
I
any.
would say, do you want to be Carmelo Anthony on any team that he's ever played in his entire life, or be Robert Parrish? Would you put Robert Parrish? No, who would be like the low end guy on that team?
Uh, I'm
I don't
trying to.
even know anybody besides.
I'm trying to think who would be like on the Bulls team of that. Maybe like the like one of the white guys in the Bulls, like Tony Kukoc or something of the Bulls.
Oh yeah, Kukoc.
Like he
Yeah,
was a good player. I mean, but he wasn't anything like spectacular.
Kerr.
You know?
But Kerr was a really good shooter.
Yeah, he was a
Steve
good three
Kerr.
pointers. I'd say
Yeah.
Kukoc averaged like 15 points a game. He was
Okay.
solid, but nothing like super spectacular.
I think I
You
would
know,
choose that because
I mean, as far as the Bulls go anyway.
I think I would rather be an average player on a great team than a great player on an average team or a bad
Yeah,
team.
yeah, I can see what you mean.
I knew a guy, he said I my dream would be to be a bullpen catcher because you only have to catch in a rotation one game out of every 5,
Right.
and the rest of the time you sit in the bullpen and you just warm people up and you just get your paycheck, and that's all.
Like,
That's all you have to do. I was like, hey,
because if you had like a gig like that, then you could take care of your responsibilities as an adult. Your house, your car, if you've got kids. But then you could pursue your true heart's passion. Unless it were baseball, and then you would be like, yeah, I want to get in more.
yeah.
But yeah, you could do anything.
Which one would you pick?
I mean, I would probably have to go with being an average player, just due to that same reason. I mean, you could do that. You're in no position to hurt yourself. Probably, a lot
Yeah.
of the players hurt their knee. I mean, regardless of what sport you could get hurt. But so your likelihood of getting hurt, you still get to travel all the places they get to travel. You still get a good paycheck. You're still going to have people, even if you're not someone that they come up and like ask you to sign. If you sign something, somebody will be happy. So you kind of get to make some people happy. You know,
You
you wouldn't,
know,
you wouldn't be on like the cereal box, but if the team's on there, you would be one of the ones in the background with their arm around one another. So,
you've got me rethinking this. Competitively, I don't play well on team sports. I'm not very good in team sports because if my teammates are better than me, then I want to be better than them. And if they're not as good as me, I get mad and I can't
yeah,
play with them. So would it be better to be the best player on the team and have the rest of the team trash?
I guess
I don't
I guess
know.
it'd have to be sport by sport, I guess.
Yeah,
If you think about it. Because with tennis, it's one on one, unless you're doing doubles, I guess.
doubles, which is where
But
I was terrible as a doubles player for
yeah, I've
that
only
very reason.
I've only played doubles a few times. I don't like playing up,
Yeah.
but
Huh. That's a
well,
good.
I mean, you could also translate it to, would you want to be a great actor that's only in a few films, or a mediocre actor but is in a lot of blockbuster films? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Would you rather be like I guess Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, like the kind of movies he typically makes, or had you rather be more like selective, like Tom Hanks, or somebody that's even more selective, like Daniel Day Lewis? He's barely in any movies. You know,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? That would be a good thing too. You know,
Yeah.
like my
I
thought
think
always, would be to I guess depending on what level you're at, is make a big movie every couple years to pay the bills, and in the meantime, make or direct or write or follow whatever you want to do. But I honestly like the Ed Burns approach, because that's something that we can easily achieve. Well, not easily achieve, but we can easily more replicate that than we could a blockbuster. And I don't think you and I would even be interested in making that kind of movie anyway.
I think that if I were to become like a recognizable actor with all of my experiences that I have experienced in my life so far, I think every year I would make two films that one was by a filmmaker who wanted it but had nothing,
Hmm.
and two, a filmmaker who was at the middle level.
Yeah.
So I would make a trash movie for somebody who just really, really, really wanted it. You could see the passion, but it just wasn't there for them
Yeah.
yet. And then I would make one that would be a mid-level movie of like somebody who's just trying to get their career to the next level. Because I feel like that's the two levels that
Yeah.
you go from like I can't get anything to I'm making features, and then you go from I'm making features to people know my features.
Yeah.
So I would do every year I would do one of each of those movies because I see the value in that as a struggling filmmaker myself. And I wish that there was actors who would take a little bit more risks on that and just know that it's like, all right, you don't think I'm a good actor because I'm in this trash movie? Well, then go look at my Academy Awards that I've won or been nominated for. Who
I always like
cares?
when those kind of actors show up in things like they're like, wow,
Yeah.
because they're not doing it for money, and if they know the movie, they're doing it out of loyalty to the friend or trying to help someone. Like you go look at James Franco's IMDb, he's got 135 films on there. You probably only heard of 20 of them.
Yeah.
So
I love that. It'd be like Michael Jordan showing up at the church league pickup game or something. He's like,
yes,
I don't care. Let's just play ball. Like,
yeah.
but
But he would
you don't see that
he
near as
would
much.
he would take the leftovers home or something.
Exactly. He would he would go and like he would play for like people's shoes. So if he
Yeah,
won, he got to take the opposing team's shoes home, and they all had to go home barefooted. And then as soon as he got like to the out of the parking lot, he'd just throw them all away. Or he would
or
be the one that would tie them up and throw them up on
yeah,
the
he
up
only
on
took
the
one of the
wires.
shoes and then tied them all together and threw them up.
Yeah, that's what he would do,
Yep,
just because he's Jordan.
because he's
But
Jordan.
then everyone would be like, Michael Jordan threw my shoe up there. It was the coolest thing that ever
They'd be
happened to me.
happy. Like if that would be a funny sketch. Michael Jordan goes out of his way to try to make people mad, but the opposite effect always happens.
Yeah, and everyone just loves him, and
Always
he
like
gets
he's
so
upset
mad
about it. That's why he's always in a bad mood, because he tries to put people in a bad mood, but it doesn't work.
because they love him so much.
Yes,
I could see that happening.
that would be a good one. So
And then LeBron James just walks out, and like somebody runs over his toe with a bike, and he's like, "Come on, man!"
yeah,
Everyone's like, "LeBron, you're a jerk."
that's when they get that's like it cuts to like he's like the front page on like the paper or like news feed somewhere.